What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey guys, sorry for getting the video out a little late today. Like I said, you know, and I say it in every single one of my videos, busy day. It's like a busy day every day with me. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about something that is very important to all of us and in all of our lives, and that's love. You know, how many of you guys are actually in love, or feel that you're in love, or believe that you're in love, or know that you're in love? You know, what degree in your relationship or marriage or whatever do you feel that it has kicked in and became true love? Because believe it or not, a lot of people get together and they have no love in the beginning of it. I know when I first got with Greg, I loved him as a person. He was a great guy, but there was a little bit of love there. And of course there was always love from our friendship. I've known him since 7th grade. We grew up together. But like I said, you know, I had almost fell in love with him immediately after our first date. It was instant. That night that he kissed me on the riverbank to prove to me that he was gay, because he actually just came out, like I told you in one of the stories before, he just came out like 4 years ago. And the night that he came out to me on the riverbank while we was fishing. And he said, there's something that's been bugging me and on my mind, and I just want to start living my life right and not lying anymore. And of course I'm standing there fishing and having my beer and listening, and he's like, I'm gay, Joey. I looked at him and I just busted out laughing. No way in hell did I believe that Greg Smith, lead singer of a hard rock band, women out the ass all through school, and women after him constantly, gorgeous guy that I was in love with in school. When we were in 7th grade, I had the biggest crush on him all the way through school. Oh my God. But anyway, I thought he was lying. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, you fool, you're such a liar, man. Don't mess with me like that. He said, no, Joey, I swear, I'm gay. I just never came out. I still didn't believe him. He just walked over, laid his pole down, set his beer down, walked over to me, took my pole out of my hand. I was still holding my beer, and lip locked me. Literally just kissed me, a big giant kiss, and I dropped my beer. And if you know me, I don't drop my beer. I don't spill my beer. That's abuse. Anyway, yeah, I was floored. I couldn't believe it. Here this guy was that I was in love with forever, and just decided out of the blue just to come up to me. But later I found out, you know, that was his intention to, you know, get me down to the house and talk. He wasn't sure if he was going to come out to me, but that was his intention. And I guess we had already been on the riverbank fishing for probably about 2 or 3 hours, because it was close to midnight when he came out to me. But I have been since then so happy in my life. My life has done a complete turnaround. I know I mentioned before about being in a relationship with someone prior to Greg, right before Greg, and it was a very abusive relationship. I mean, I know I'm going to get a lot of grief from you guys over this, or a lot of why didn't you leave, you know. And I even see that in relationships when there's abuse. I'm always like, just leave him or leave her or whatever, you know. Why put up with that? Oh, because I have kids, or oh, because I love him, or oh, because he has nowhere to go, or, you know, whatever. There's so many people that get abused, and they make excuse after excuse after excuse for the person that's abusing them. And I had became one of those people. But Greg kind of like opened my eyes, and I don't mean before, you know, we got together, because JP, which is his name, I'll give that's his initials, but everyone called him JP. We had already split up before the kiss, just so you guys know. I don't fool around when I'm seeing somebody, and Greg definitely would have never kissed me if he knew I was seeing somebody. But I was still living with JP because we you know, was in a situation where he couldn't go anywhere, I couldn't go anywhere. We was in a rental agreement, you know, blah, blah, blah. But after the kiss and after, you know, just him waking me up and making me realize what all I'm missing out on and how much I'm being abused. And of course I knew he had broke my back. Then he refractured it by kicking me. He knocked out a tooth up here and he knocked out a tooth over here. He chipped my front tooth. He broke both wrists. He cracked 3 ribs over here. Many black eyes, busted lips, busted nose, you know, cracked. I had even a fractured skull at one point. Very abusive. I don't know how or why I even stayed there and took that. That's not even me. I would have never done that. In any relationship that I've ever been in, all my life, I was always the take charge, you know, guy. The guy that was, you know, more, I don't know how to put it, more forceful. I was, you know, usually the one that made the decisions. I was usually the one that, you know, did everything. And here I had turned into this, he had just brought my spirit down so far, took it away, and then, you know, just, I felt so low about myself because of him. And then, like I said, you know, Greg come along, and I said to hell with the rental agreement and everything else. I went back to Huntington, West Virginia, which is where I was living with JP, right across from Marshall University, which is where Greg and I both went to college. But I went back home. I waited, and I knew to wait, but I waited for him to leave. I got just a couple bags ready because I didn't care about any of that stuff in that apartment. It was nice things that I had bought and everything, but I wasn't even going to try to get it out of there. I knew it would make it only worse. So I got what was important to me, memorable things, some of my clothes, and I got them ready, and I took them and I hid them outside. And after work, Greg was supposed to come and pick me up, and I was supposed to just, you know, leave. Well, it turned out that JP got home before Greg was able to come and get me. And we were in the biggest fight because he had noticed that some things had been moved and missing, even though they weren't his, and he asked about it, and I didn't want to lie. I just came out and told him. I was like, look, dude, you know, we've been together almost 4 years, and you know, you have done nothing but treat me like shit. You have, you know, taken away my spirit. You've about killed me, and you know, I can't stay here anymore. I'm actually leaving. I can't be a part of your life anymore, and you can't be a part of mine. And he got furious. He was like, who's going to pay the bills? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? Because I did. I paid all the bills. I took care of everything. But you know, that's get a job, dude. That wasn't my place. Anyway, you know, it should have been shared. It should have been equal. There's some situations where, you know, in a relationship, one will work and one won't, and they're fine with that. They're comfortable with that, and that's fine for you guys that are like that. That's great. I applaud you for that. That's great. But Greg agrees with me. We feel the same. You know, of course, I'm not working as much now as I was. I'm still trying to find more and more work, but I am working. But Greg's bringing in the majority of the amount of the money right now. So, and that's something that's very hard for me to even swallow, because I was always the one in every relationship I had that always made the money and always took care of my boyfriend or my girlfriend or whatever, you know, whoever I was dating at the time. But now it's reversed, and I'm being kind of taken care of. I mean, it's nice, but I'm not a freeloader. I don't like to lay around, and I don't mean, I'm sorry for using that word, especially like I said to the guys out there, girls, whoever, that, you know, you have a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend that works and you don't. They pretty much take care of you. That's fine. Like I said, to each their own. I do not judge anybody for whatever. But yeah, now the role has reversed and Greg's taking care of me, and I still can't get used to it. But he's not taking care of me completely. You know, I make a good bit of money. It's just, I work with, I have a clientele. I do massage therapy, and cosmetology. Right now I'm not working in a shop, but I do still do massage when I get, you know, appointments set or whatever, and I'm trying to build that clientele back up. I do some haircuts at home. I do a lot of medical coding online. That's my main source of income right now. And I just do tons of odd jobs, anything I can do. Actually, and I'm also even part-time bartending right now, but it's only maybe if I'm lucky, 5 to 8 days out of a month that I'll get to do it. Yeah, so it's kind of hard. But I'm being taken care of, nice. Greg is awesome. I mean, trust me, guys, I found my prince. I found my king. He's my everything. I mean, he really is. But anyway, guys, I just hope that all of you got something out of this, or maybe it answered a question that you was thinking in your head, or maybe you're in a situation like I was, and maybe this made something click. And if you are in an abusive relationship, please, even if you don't think that you need to get out or that you're okay, you're not okay. It's not okay. Get out of that relationship. You don't need to be abused. You don't need to be put down. You don't need to be made a fool out of. You know, get yourself together and get out and do something. It's better to be, you know, homeless and in a homeless shelter, or living with a friend, or hell, heaven forbid, move back in with your parents. But, you know, get out of that abusive relationship. It's just not good. My topic was love, and abuse is not love. So find someone that's going to love you as much as you love them. And, you know, and if it's real, if it's true, hold on to them like nothing you have ever done before. Because that's what I plan to do with Greg. I'm going to hold on to him for the rest of my life. Right there's the ring. We both proposed to each other at the same time. Didn't even know we was going to do it. And that's a whole other clip, because I had the camera up recording when I was going to propose to him, and we almost both got down on, you know, one knee at the same time, and we were like, what's going on? And then we realized what was going on, that we were both proposing, and it was an awesome time, and the video's great, so I'll post it later, so you guys, you know, can get a glance at that, because it's pretty cool. It's awesome. It might even bring a tear to your eye. But anyway, love is very important. It is. It's very important in this world. This world needs more love. So you guys, please always love each other. Take care of each other. Love yourself. That's the most important. If you can't love yourself, how are you going to love anybody else? Love yourself. Love everyone else. Have a great life. That's what love is. Come on, guys. I know you can do it. Okay. It's been long enough. So until tomorrow, you guys take care, and I will see you all soon. Adios, guys. Have a good one. Later.